can't keep up with me. Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt. I'll race you there. Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt. Bet you can't keep up with me. I'll race you there. must leave no stone unturned. I'll protect us. Someone needs assistance. Let it rain. Oh no, it's raining. And my uniform will get all wet. Let the show begin. I'll catch up. As a dutiful maid would. Steady as stone. Bet you can't keep up with me. Bet you can't keep up with me. I must leave no stone unturned. I'll catch up. Such fair weather. Why don't we do a bit of sunny work? Oh, what sort of work is that, you ask? Well, anything that makes you feel bright and sunny, too. Someone needs assistance.
Done.
I'll catch up. using my seasonings. Someone needs assistance. Booba, get them! I'll catch up. Go, go, Baron Put! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! You're toast! Nice and spicy! No one escapes my sight! I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up. Booba, get them! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Get 'em! Booba, get them! Steady as stone. I must leave no stone unturned.
got me worked up.
Booba, get them!
Let me amuse myself a little. Boring. So very.
No one escapes my sight! Blink! Eat this!
You got me.
I must leave no stone unturned.
I am a disgrace to the knights.
Blink! Now I'm really in a pickle.
Who can I find who might
Water! Over here!
look at me? Just once.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
We can do this!
Windblade! Cool it!
What's the hurry?
Freeze! Windblade! luck. Cool it. Dodge this. Disappear. Cool it. Freeze.
Oh, I'll protect us. Hi.
Cool it. Wind blade. Freeze. Oh, so sorry. Dodge this. Freeze.
Let the show begin. Oh, hi.
With the wind.
Hi.
Dodge this. Wind blade.
Let's dance. Ow.
Freeze.
Yeah, hi. Nice and spicy. Your taste.
Cool it. Don't get frostbite.
Hi. Let the show begin.
Disappear. Freeze.
Hi. That really hurt.
finish your luck. Freeze. Dodge this. This moment will be frozen in time.
Booba, get them! Eat this! Race you! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Cool it. Wind blade. Freeze. Yeah. Dodge this.
Booba, get them! Nice and spicy!
Wind blade. Freeze. Disappear. Cool it. Oh, so sorry.
What's the hurry?
Dodge this! Cool it!
Let's dance.
Dodge this! Wind blade!
What's the hurry?
Cool it! Dodge this!
Bubba, get them.
Wind blade! This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
What's the hurry?
Dodge this! Ha!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Huh. Yeah, let the show begin. Huh? Huh, huh, huh.
What's the hurry?
Wind blade! Disappear! Freeze! Cool it! Wind blade! Freeze!
Nice and spicy.
Cool it!
Let's dance.
Freeze! Cool it!
What's the hurry? Oh, so sorry.
Astra Abyssa. It's been getting quite busy recently.
Where has Master gone this time? You finally returned. How was your journey to Jueyun Karst? I see. Huh. Moon Carver, Mountain Shaper, Cloud Retainer.
Conqueror of Demons. Some of these names have never come up in the intel the Fatui gets hold of. As a returning gift, I too have information for you. Regarding the Archon's passing, the Liu Qixing's response really has given me food for thought. They've announced that, as the true killer has not yet been found, they are not allowing anyone to pay their respects to the Exuvia. They've even gone so far as to try and cut off information. But with the right of dissension and all, even the Qixing isn't able to keep a lid on things.
Exuvia?
It's common knowledge in Liyue that Rex Lapis is also an Adeptus. The Geo-Archon is also the god of contracts, and is also known as the Exuvia, prime of the Adepti. The mighty and illuminated Adepti of today all signed contracts to protect Liyue way back then.
Guess that explains why they're all so focused on Liyue's well-being.
Naturally, they both have the responsibility and the aptitude for the job. If the ruling Qixing became unable to perform their duty properly, the Adepti have the right to take corrective action. The Geo-Archon's spirit has risen, so why would the Qixing hide his vessel? Truly suspicious.
Oh, right! He's the whole reason we came here! If the Liyue Qixing has locked up Exuvia and won't let anyone near, then our quest to find the Seven is already over.
Oh? You're trying to find the Seven? And just why might that be, pray tell? Nice answer. A knight that gets duped by the Fatui would really be no knight at all now, would they? But I can help you with that too, you know.
Really?
Give me some time. Time to find someone. Someone who can help you break through this stalemate. Truly fascinating. The harder they try to silence the situation, the greater the chaos that erupts. If you want to be around to see it all come crashing down, best you stay alive until we next meet, yes?
Here is consumer psychology. Thank you so very much.
Lord, I want to see some action.
What's the hurry?
Thank you.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry? Dodge this! Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! What's the hurry? Free! Frostbite!
Nice and spicy.
Dodge this! With the wind! Freeze! Wind blade! Dodge this! Freeze! Correct! This moment will be frozen in time. What's the hurry? Dodge this! Freeze! Wind blade! Cool it! Freeze! Dodge this! Freeze! Wind blade! Don't get frostbite! Dodge this! Freeze! Wind blade!
Let the show begin.
What's the hurry? Dodge this!
Hey, let's dance.
Cool it!
Hey,
Dodge this! Freeze!
go, Barbara, go!
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. Ahem. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face-to-face with the Shinyue Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style. Don't talk to Paimon like that! Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I have found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Lioli Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhong Li because... Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhong Li because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng funeral parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng funeral parlor is this. When Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
Well, if you really think about it, we don't have any other choice.
Indeed, no amount of consideration can change this outcome. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, Traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue? I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the seven nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow.
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucous jade worthy of a deity.
As you wish. Outrider Amber, reporting.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for... What was it again?
Noctilucous jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade Noctilucous jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, These are all the Finger. Noctilucous Jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon. Noctilucous Jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Paimon's just said that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... well... fine. As you wish, then. How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Stingy? I've already been very generous. Any more and you may as well have my neck.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. Oh, Paimon remembers we once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Gorge in the camp of the hilly churls from the Meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move. I'll catch up.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
That's the pot! It looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line. I'll protect us.
Cool it!
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this! Cool it!
girls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment. We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is, so pay close attention. Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue again after.
Dodge this! Don't push your luck. Don't get frostbite.
That light came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? More hilly trolls? They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
Dodge this!
Let's dance.
Cool it! What's the... Freeze!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Cool it!
I'll protect us.
Dodge this! Freeze!
Ow! That's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some... Jade, shall we?
I'll race you there.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you.
Huh? No, it wasn't that. Think of it. Huh? No, it wasn't that. Think of it. Exactly. That's the one Paimon remember.
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous Jade for?
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liyue Qixing and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper as it always has done.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora. My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait! Didn't Child give us some advanced funds earlier? That's a relief. Have a look, Buck.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
It seems that we must. I will keep that in mind. Thanks, both of you. We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location and have begun making preparations for the rite. The Liyue Qixing have agreed to this arrangement.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come chasing after us. Wonder what that's about. Also, the, Rex Lapis vessel...
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer is.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Eugene Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Wow! Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we buy them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers we require is also special. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant, and is especially suited for solemn events, like giving offerings to gods and adepti.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to purchase our ingredients.
Bet you can't keep up with me.